And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards, and it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will sit. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Allen now looks to throw. Caught by Jones. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or has moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen, and the grab by Croft. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Allen finds Croft as tight end, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
That penalty is declined.
Bills 3.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense.
Field. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Check. Deuce. Let's go. One touch.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Heck of a 4th and short conversion. They end up getting north. Now Mayfield lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation. They find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Watch the twist.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Slam.
is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. He was trying to get it to LaShawn McCoy. And it's third down.
The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Now Allen. This for his running back, McCoy.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Get ready. Get ready.
A final shot before half for Allen. A desperation heave for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This, the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs matching up against the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure.
Quarterbacks, if you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and it'll bring up third down.
180. Here we go. Check 52. Shit.
Play fake. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
that was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The tight end, Lee Smith, the intended receiver, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Allen going to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Landry now on the return. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Alert, 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 alert. Watch the eye.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
King. 49 the mic. What's up? Let's go, D. 49, guys. Hey, orbit. Let's go, D.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively. Where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sheldon Richardson forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score Browns 7, Bills 3.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Olivier Vernon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Allen's throw is complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Here's Allen to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
That's really nice coverage there. I'm not sure he would have gotten to the first down marker anyway, but boy, oh boy, did they blanket him.
Yeah, short throw, but he really didn't have many options. Had to force it in. Well, he didn't have to, but he chose to force it in somewhere. Incomplete.
Yeah, now brings up fourth down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Hey, Delta. 49, guys. Mike, 49. All day, baby, all day. Kill. Alert. Check 31. You draw corkers.
On second down now. It's Hunt, and he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. 5 yards on the pickup. And that'll make this a second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Check 24, check 24.
Mayfield off the play fake. On the move to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Out.
They go play action. Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
We play to win. Let's go.
Allen and the Bills now. Down 7-3, 2:07 remaining. It's got to be a touchdown here, and that won't be easy. On the road, in the playoffs, as they've got it with a first down. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. And this one caught by Beasley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll look to throw. He finds McCoy. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Back to throw. The clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. He'll look to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. He's back to throw. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Allen to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Sheldon Richardson. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I'm a bit confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view. Hotel, get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be on. Got lights, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. True. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check.